Standard 5 English, Unit 2, Friendship, Grandpa's Friend, Part 2. You don't understand, John. Pop shook his head from side to side, and after a long pause, he said, तुम नहीं समझते, जॉन. पॉप ने उसके सिर को हिलाया और एक लंबे ठहराव के बाद उसने कहा, I sat in this chair with your grandma right here when I asked her to marry me. मैं इस कुर्सी पर अपनी दादी के साथ यही बैठी थी जब मैंने उससे मुझसे शादी करने के लिए कहा था. It was so long ago, but when I sit in this chair and close my eyes, I feel she is near. ये बहुत पहले था, लेकिन जब मैं इस कुर्सी पर बैठा हूँ और अपनी आंखें बंद करता हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है कि वो पास है. The old man passed his hand gently along the arm of the chair. बूढ़े ने अपना हाथ धीरे से कुर्सी की बाहु से गुजरा. It's amazing, John thought, how Pop can remember things from the past. In the present, he forgets almost everything. ये आश्चर्यजनक है, जॉन ने सोचा. पोपो अतीत से चीजों को कैसे याद रख सकता है. वर्तमान में वो लगभग सब कुछ भूल जाता है. John sat down on the floor by Pop's feet and listened as the old man went on. John Pop के पैरों के पास फर्श पर बैठ गए और बूढ़े आदमी जैसे आगे बढ़ा उसे सुना. And the night your father was born, I sat in this chair. I was nervous. और जिस रात तुम्हारे पिता का जन्म हुआ, मैं इसी कुर्सी पर बैठा था. मैं घबरा गया था. I was scared when they placed the tiny baby into my arms. Yet I was never happier. A smile suddenly lit his old face. मैं उस समय डर गया जब उन्होंने छोटे बच्चे को मेरा बाहों में दिया. फिर भी मैं खुश नहीं था. एक मुस्कान ने अचानक पुराने चेहरे को चमकाया. I think I'm beginning to understand, John said thoughtfully. जॉन ने सोचकर कहा, मुझे लगता है कि मैं समझने लगा. Many years later, Pop's voice broke and he paused a moment before he continued. कई साल बाद पॉप की आवाज टूट गई और उन्होंने जारी रखने से पहले एक पल रुक दिया. I sat in this chair when the doctor called and told me that your grandma was ill. मैं इस कुर्सी पर बैठ गया जब डॉक्टर ने मुझे बुलाकर बताया कि आपकी दादी बीमार हो गई. I was lost with her, but the chair gave me comfort and warmth. मैं उसका बिना खो गया था, लेकिन कुर्सी ने मुझे आराम और गर्मी दी. The old man's sadness seemed to grow as he recollected the unfortunate day. उस दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण दिन को याद करते हुए बूढ़े व्यक्ति की उदासी बढ़ने लगी. I'm sorry, Popo. John looked at his grandfather and said, मुझे खेद है, पोपो. जॉन ने अपनी दादाजी को देखा और कहा, I do see now. This is not just any old chair. This chair is more like your friend. अभी मैं देखती हूँ, यह कोई पुरानी कुर्सी नहीं है. यह कुर्सी आपके दोस्त की तरह है. Yes, we have gone through a lot together, Pop said. हाँ, हम एक साथ बहुत आगे बढ़ चुके हैं, पॉप ने कहा. That night, however, when John and Pop were asleep, John's mom and dad carried the chair out to the footpath. उस रात, हालांकि जब जॉन और पॉप सो रहे थे, जॉन के माँ और पिताजी ने कुर्सी को फुटपाथ तक पहुंचाया। It was starless night. Though spring had set in, snow fell silently from the back sky and covered Pop's chair with a blanket of white. वसंत आ गया था, तो भी ये रात में ताराएं नहीं था। बर्फ आसमान से चुपचाप गिरा और पोप की कुर्सी को सफेद रंग के कंबल के साथ कवर किया। Next morning, when John and Pop came downstairs, Pop stood by the window and looked outside. अगली सुबह जब जॉन और पोप नीचे आए, तो पोप खिड़की पर खड़ा हुआ और बाहर देखा। A tear rolled down his hollow cheek. John followed the old man's gaze and froze. एक आंसू उसके खेखले गाल पर लुढ़क गया। जॉन ने बूढ़े आदमी की निगाहें और ठंडापन को जान लिया। Snow covered the chair, stood on the footpath out of the house. It shocked John. बर्फ से ढकी कुर्सी घर के बाहर फुटपाथ पर खड़ी थी। इसने जॉन को झटका दिया। He ran outside. Wait, don't take the chair, he shouted, waving both arms in the air as he rushed to stop the men from taking the chair away. वो बाहर की तरफ भागा। रुको, कुर्सी मत लो, वो चिल्लाया। दोनों हाथों को हवा में लहराते हुए वो कुर्सी लेने वाले पुरुषों को रोकने के लिए दौड़ा। Then he ran back inside and faced his mom. Look at Pop. Mom, you can't throw out his chair. फिर वो वापस अंदर चला गया और अपनी माँ का सामना किया। माँ, पॉप को देखो, तुम उसका कुर्सी को नहीं फेंक सकते। This is not just a chair. This chair has been with Pop for a very long time. This chair is like a friend. ये सिर्फ एक कुर्सी नहीं है, ये कुर्सी बहुत लंबे समय से पॉप के साथ है। ये कुर्सी मित्र की तरह है। John's mom turned and looked at the old man. Slowly she walked towards him. जॉन की माँ ने वृद्ध की ओर देखा। धीरे धीरे वे उसके ओर चली। With her middle and ring finger, she wiped away the tear. उसकी मध्य और अनामिका के साथ उसने आंसू पोंछ दिया। And then she took the old man's face into both her hands and said. फिर उसने वृद्ध आदमी का चेहरा अपने दोनों हाथों में ले लिया और कहा, I'm sorry, Pop. I guess I just didn't realize how much the chair meant to you. John and I will bring your chair back inside. मुझे क्षमा करे पॉप। मुझे लगता है मुझे एहसास नहीं हुआ कि कुर्सी आपके लिए कितनी मूल्यवान है। जॉन और मैं आपकी कुर्सी वापस अंदर लाऊंगा। They brushed off the snow with their hands and pushed the chair back inside. उन्होंने अपने हाथ से बर्फ को निकाला और कुर्सी को वापस अंदर लाया। They placed it next to the fireplace so it could dry. John's mom stepped back then. उन्होंने उसे चिमनी की बगल में रख दिया ताकि ये सूख सके। जॉन की माँ ने वापस कदम रखा। And as if seeing the chair for the very first time, spoke to herself, I guess it does give the room a certain touch of character. जैसे कि पहले बार कुर्सी को देखकर खुद बोलने लगी। मुझे लगता है कि ये कमरे को चरित्र का एक निश्चित स्पर्श देता है। And John and Pop wholeheartedly agreed that the living room would be rather dull without this old chair. और जॉन और पोप ने तहे दिल से सहमति जताई कि इस पुरानी कुर्सी के बिना लिविंग रूम सुस्त होगा। Now look at the keywords: nervous, worried, बेचैन, gaze, fixed look, निगाहें, rattling sound, harsh, sharp sound, तेजस्वी ध्वनि, realize, understand clearly, एहसास, wholeheartedly, fully, पूरा मन से। Now answer the following questions. Question number 1. What did Grandpa remember about the chair? Answer. Grandpa remembered about the chair that when he asked Grandma to marry him, when John's father was born and when Grandma was ill, he sat at the chair. Question number 2. When did Dad and Mom put the chair out of the house? Answer. That night when John and Pope were asleep, Dad and Mom put the chair out of the house. Question number 3. What was Grandpa's reaction when he saw the chair on the footpath? Answer. When Grandpa saw the chair on the footpath, a tear rolled down his hollow cheek. Question number 4. Why did John stop the men from carrying the chair away? Answer. John stopped the men from carrying the chair away because it was like a friend to the grandpa. Question number 5. Do you like the end of the story? Answer. Yes, I like end of the story because Grandpa got his chair back. Who said the following to whom and when? Number 1. Something smells good. Answer. John said to Mom when he came back from the school. Number 2. Spring is here. Answer. Pope said to John when John and he was eating cookies. Number 3. That old chair has to go. Answer. John's mom said to John when they were doing annual cleaning. Number 4. You can't take my chair. Answer. Pope said to John, Mom and John when they were about to take the chair out to the footpath. Number 5. I think I am beginning to understand. Answer. John said to Pope when he was recollecting his relations with the chair. 6. This chair is like a friend. Answer. John said to his mom when the men were taking the chair away. Find sentences from the story that mean the same as the following sentences. Number 1. I have come home. Mother. Answer. Mom, I am home. Number 2. Tomorrow is holiday, therefore you can help me. Answer. Tomorrow, John, you have no school and I can expect some help, okay? Number 3. We will throw away Grandpa's chair. Answer. Oh, that old chair has to go. We'll buy Pope a new one. Number 4. This chair has given me happiness and love when I felt lonely without my wife. Answer. I was lost without her, but the chair gave me comfort and warmth. Number 5. The room looked brighter when Grandpa's chair was brought in. Answer. The living room would be rather dull without this old chair. Now let's look. What are the homophones? Homophone means one of the two or more words pronounced alike but differ in meaning. होमोफोन का अर्थ ये है एक जैसे दो या दो से अधिक शब्दों का एक जैसा उच्चारण होता है लेकिन अर्थ में भिन्नता है. This means such words have similar sound but have different meanings. इसका अर्थ है कि इस तरह के शब्दों में समान ध्वनि है लेकिन इसके अलग अलग अर्थ हैं. Example: two, two, two. Hour, hour. Some, way, way. Die, die. Principal, principal, etc. Homonym means one of two or more words spelled and pronounced alike but differ in meaning. होमोनिम का अर्थ ये है दो या दो से अधिक शब्दों का स्पेलिंग और उच्चारण एक जैसा है लेकिन अर्थ में भिन्नता है. They are words whose sound and spelling are the same but their meanings are different. वे ऐसे शब्द हैं जिनकी ध्वनि और स्पेलिंग समान है लेकिन उनके अर्थ अलग हैं. Examples: type, capital, bear, well, sell, long, pool of water and pool of the game, etc. Children, please find the meanings from a dictionary. Rewrite the following paragraph from the story in simple present tense. You can make required changes. Grandpa's friend. You don't understand, John. Pop shakes his head from side to side. And after a long pause he says, I sit in this chair with your grandma right here when I asked her to marry me. It was long ago, but when I sit in this chair and close my eyes, I feel she is near. The old man passes his hand gently along the arm of the chair. It's amazing, John thinks, how Pop can remember things from the past. In the present, he forgets almost everything. John sits down on the floor by Pop's feet and listens as the old man goes on. And the night your father born, I sit in this chair. I am nervous. I scare when they places the tiny baby into my arms. Yet I am never happier. A smile suddenly lit his old face. I think I am beginning to understand, John says thoughtfully. Many years later, Pop's voice breaks and he pauses a moment before he continues. I sit in this chair when the doctor calls and tells me that your grandma is ill. I am lost without her, but the chair gives me comfort and warmth. The old man's sadness seems to grow as he recollects that unfortunate day. I am sorry, Popo. John looks at his grandfather and says, I do see now. This is not just any old chair. This chair is more like your friend. Yes, goes through a lot together, Pop says. Standard 5 English, Unit 2 Friendship, Poem. When you are sad, I will dry up your tears. When you are scared, I will ease your fears. जब आप दुखी होते हैं, तो मैं आपके आंसू सुखाऊंगा. जब आप डरेंगे, तो मैं आपके डर को कम कर दूंगा. When you are worried, I will give you hope. If you wanted to give up, I will help you cope. जब आप चिंतित होंगे, तो मैं आपको आशा दूंगा. यदि आप छोड़ना चाहते हैं, तो आपको सामना में मैं मदद करूंगा. When you are lost and can't see the light, I'll be your beacon, shining so bright. जब आप खो जाते हैं और प्रकाश को नहीं देख सकते हैं, मैं आपके प्रकाश बनके तेजी से चमकूंगा. This is my oath that I pledge to the end. Why? You may ask. Because you are my friend. Nicole Richie. Keywords: dry up, here why. Sukhana, give up, here accept defeat. Stop trying, हार मानना या कोशिश छोड़ना. Beacon, lighthouse, here a guide. Prakash, pledge, a sincere promise. Pradigna, hope, deal with, adjust, get on, सामना करना. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. What does the poet offer to do when her friend becomes sad? Answer. When the poet's friend becomes sad, she offers to dry up the tears. Question number 2. When does the poet offer help to friend? Answer. The poet offers help when the friend wants to give up. Question number 3. What does the poet offer to do when she or he can't see light? Answer. The poet offered to be a beacon when she or he can't see light. Question number 4. What does this mean that I pledge to the end? Answer. The promise being kept forever. Tick mark the sentence nearest in meaning to the following lines. Number 1. I will ease your fears. Option A. I will make you more fearful. Option B. I will teach you to be adventurous. Option C. I will support you so that you have less tension. The answer is option C. I will support you so that you have less tension. Number 2. When you are lost. Option A. You are lost in jungle. Option B. You do not know what to do. Option C. You have lost something valuable. Answer. Option B. You do not know what to do. Number 3. This is my oath that I pledge to the end. Options A. This is my promise forever. Option B. At last I will help you. Option C. I will help you in almost all difficulties. The answer. Option A. This is my promise forever. Number 4. I will help you cope. Option A. I will do things for you. Option B. I will help you face the situation. Option C. I will add to your confidence. Answer. Option B. I will help you face the situation.